Welcome back, everyone. Today, up on my bench, is a motor this time. This is a Volkswagen 1.8T out of a 2001 Volkswagen Golf. These were found in a lot of Volkswagen cars and a lot of Audi cars as well. This one was supposedly burning a lot of oil. It was hopped up and tuned up. One thing I'd like to note is my turbo is actually already off this particular engine. It was taken off and sold by the owner, or previous owner. This engine was in a running car, but we're gonna get started. I'm just gonna go around and clean up the motor like I usually do first. Take all my wiring off and my vacuum lines. Let's get our fancy pants new cutters out here. A lot of vacuum line here. Unplug that guy. Let's get our coils undone here. Got a 10 mil up here for our ground. We can bring this harness back. Let's undo this guy. These motors seem to have a following. A lot of people like them. They're kind of a fun and sporty little setup. Personally, I'm not a fan, but that's okay. I don't have to like something to enjoy tearing apart. Unplug this sensor here. So I'll unplug my injectors here. Now the beauty of this guy is that he's so small and little, which I'm really enjoying. It's making working on this a lot nicer. Got a little sensor hiding down in here. That looks like it could be a knock sensor. All right. There's our injector harness. Got another little sensor hidden down in here. Alrighty. Looks like we should be able to pull our harness down through now, if it wasn't for this clip holding it here. There's our engine wiring harness off. Here's our fuel line. I think we're going to get our rail off here first. So these bolts for our fuel rail here are 5 mil. Now we have to get the rail off the injectors. Oh, the injectors pull out of the manifold. Alright. Off comes our fuel rail. Now let's work on getting our intake off. Looks like we're going to have a lot of those same 5 mils. Alright, Volkswagen's throwing a couple 10 mils at us too. Got a couple more bolts down here. There's our intake. Pull our gasket off too. Oh yeah, there's the oil. Oil all over the intake side of it. There's another little bit of electrical here we've done. That looks like it's going to go down to our cam sensor, or sorry, our crank sensor. Looks like we're going to need a 13 here for our alternator. All right, I'm just going to keep pulling hoses off now. Lots of little hoses on this Volkswagen. This only had one bolt on it. That must be our EGR valve. Alright, this motor's cleaning up pretty well. We're going to get working on the front here. We're going to pull our engine mount bracket off. Now we'll get our timing belt cover off. Alright, it's time to get our balancer off, I think. We're going to have 4 of those 6 mils. Alrighty. So there's our balancer off. So now we can get these 10 mils out of the way. All right. There's our lower belt cover off. And there's a super good view of that timing cover, or rather a super good view of the timing belt. Let's get our tensioner off, which is of course going to be an 8 mil. Now we can pull our belt off. Guess we could get the rest of our tensioner off here. There we go. We might as well get our water pump off while we're here too. That's a nice metal water pump. Can you get the cog off of our crank? No, we'll just leave that for now. Alright, let's get our coils out. Alright, with our coils off, we can take our valve cover off. There we are. All right, moving forward here, we're gonna start working on the head. Let's get this heat shield out of the way. We're gonna pull this guy off here. Get our baffles off. I was struggling to get this chain off, but I've decided that it can stay on for now until I get the head off on the table here and it's at a better workable height for me. So I've gone and I've removed our back cam caps and our front cam seal plate. It's important that these are taken off in an order, but you can remove those two end ones, no problem. A special tool is required to compress this so that you can get the chain off of it. I don't have that, so that's why I want to do it on the table and make sure it's nice. So I've gone ahead and I've loosened the head bolts up and get the appeal. These things make decent power. They're fun. I broke these all loose with a breaker bar, of course. There we are. Trying to get our head gasket off here. There we go. Takes a lot of height off of it. So we're just going to set that aside for now. And my idea here now, I'm going to take these off in a sequence starting at the ends and work in a crisscross pattern towards the middle. And we're going to lay these out in sequence. Actually, let's check the condition of these cam caps. No gouging. So now we can get a clamp on here, or maybe even just with our hands. And there we have that. So the proper tool makes that process a lot better. And arguably, if this was your personal vehicle, I would not do it that way without having the proper tool. There's a good chance you could damage a cam if you're not careful enough. All right, let's move forward. There's still a lot to do here on this guy. Let's get our oil filter and cooler housing off. This looks to be an aftermarket unit here. That's a nice little heat exchanger, coolant. Looks like we got 5 10 mils holding this on. Oh no, it may only be 4. Oh, all right, it was 4. Just gotta give it a little tug. Might as well get our upper thermostat hose off. Get our thermostat housing off. And then with some 8 mil Allens, there's our accessory bracket off the motor. Crank position sensor. Let's get a rear main seal valve. Okay, with our 19mm 12-point off, we're just going to get in behind the cog with a pry bar and work it side to side, and off it comes. We can get our front cover off. Just double check I didn't miss any. Doesn't appear to be the case. It's probably got some sealant on there holding it in, so. Alright, front and rear main crankshaft seals out. Looks like this is the chain for our oil pump down there, and a nice little tensioner for it. It's made of plastic, I can see that breaking off. But alright. Alright, I'm back. Got this guy flipped over. We're going to take the pan off. First, we're going to take our turbo drain off. Now we can take our pan off. Alright. That doesn't look too horrible in here. Let's get our oil pump tensioner off. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this. I mean, you can see wear in there that it's worn in. Not exactly my favorite use of plastic, but whatever. Gonna unbolt our pump here. Get our baffle slid out of the way. There we go. Okay, and now what we're left with is our main caps and our connecting rod caps. We're almost done. Pretty much got a strip lock. I think it's now at this point we'll well, we got them out. We can see these bearings are in great shape. Here's all 4 of our little German pistons. Here's our thrust bearings. So an interesting just drop-in design. I kind of like that. Alright, now we can pull out our crank. And all those bearings look really good too. Awesome. Looks like a T30 something. And we'll get our oil squirters out. Cute little oil squirters. They're like a fraction of the size of the ones on a Power Stroke. Holy crap. Those are adorable. Well, that's a stripped Volkswagen 1.8T. Let me quickly clean up and then I'll come back. So that's how you tear down a Volkswagen 1.8T. This was a super fun little project. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment below if seeing one of these little 4-cylinders of any kind, whether it be Volkswagen, Honda, whatever. Comment below if you'd like to see one of them rebuilt. I think that would be a fun process and I'd love to take you along with us. So if you enjoyed, thank you very much for watching. Definitely stick around and give us a like and a subscribe. It helps the channel grow and we post pretty regularly. Once again, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.